Welcome back, Lancer fans! Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. The second of two games here, a doubleheader in the field house at Lawrence High. Game number one in girls varsity basketball. Tewksbury with the win over Lawrence, and now the boys take the floor against the Redmen. Kohiko going for the steal early. That is Jaden Maxey with possession. The Lancers 5-12 this year. Tewksbury 11-3. They have won 4 in a row. The turnaround jumper is good from Philip Lombardi, the senior. Here's Kohiko driving the baseline. Kohiko has traveled with it. Frustrated with the call, but Tewksbury will take over here. 7:30 to go in the first. Lancers on the outside looking in for playoff contention in Division 1. Tewksbury, a high seed in Division 2. Lombardi knocks down a three here early. He has all 5 points in the game so far. 5-0. Redmen on top of the Lancers. Vidal trying to answer back, can't knock down the three. Aiden Torres cannot chase down the offensive rebound. It'll be Tewksbury basketball. In the power rankings, we will take a look at those a little closely later on, but the Lawrence Lancers at number 40 in the state for Division 1. Foul called on Kohiko there as Jaden Maxey slipping and falling to the court. It's Tewksbury ball, but the Lancers on the outside looking in, the top 32 teams, as the layup is up and in from number 21, Mason Vietz. Lancers at number 40 with their 5-12 record. They need to jump up 8 spots to get into the playoffs. A win here tonight would be very, very helpful for the Lancers. Here's the pass to Maxey underneath. Can't finish from the near side. Torres fighting for the rebound. And it's a jump ball. Vietz and Torres fighting for possession. And the Lancers will have it. Amos Vicher will inbound for the home team. Tewksbury bringing press. They get the turnover, but Perez is there to save it for Lawrence High. Anthony Pena-Diaz driving to the rim. Can't finish with the left hand. 7-0 Tewksbury here early. Lancers bringing a little pressure of their own. Here to the near side, it's Keskanidis. Traveling violation against Tewksbury. And the Lancers take over. Let's see if Tewksbury wants to bring press again. And they do. Stolen by Maxey, and a foul called against Lawrence. The Lancers have not been able to solve the Tewksbury press here on the first 2 possessions. Great defense by Tewksbury here in the early going. Two team fouls on Lawrence High here early in the first. Keskanidis will inbound. Tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Tewksbury ball. And the Redmen will inbound from the far sideline in front of the Lancer bench. Lombardi gets it in to Jonathan Sullivan, the junior guard. Sullivan switching to the right hand. Pass to the near side. Lombardi puts it up, no good, and Perez comes away with it. Perez, the junior, running the break, trying for Anthony Pena-Diaz. Kohiko gets the loose ball. He puts it up and in. The Lancers on the board. Brown Kohiko with the first bucket of the game for Lawrence High. Kick to the corner. Maxey driving, gets to the rim, lays it up and in. 9-2 here early. 5:20 left in the first. It's Vidal. Offensive foul goes against Lawrence. Foul's going to go on Rodriguez. An offensive foul away from the ball. Seven-point game. Sullivan brings it up for Tewksbury. Keskanidis swings it into the corner. He gets it back now underneath. Great vision and a great pass down low to Mason Viets. Viets gets the layup to make it 11-2. Early 9-point lead for the Redmen. Vidal steps back, can't hit the jumper. Perez fighting for the board, out of bounds. Last touch by Mason Viets. Lancer possession, down by 9 here, 4:48 to play in the first. Joan Vidal looking to inbound. Bounce pass to Kuhiko, takes the jumper, comes up short. Tewksbury gets it to Maxey, picks up the dribble, gets it to Sullivan. Guarded by Perez, the Lancers playing man-to-man defense. Keskanidis, Maxey, left-handed dribble, picks it up, gets it down low to Viets. Far side corner, three ball is long from Lombardi. All kinds of contact underneath. And we'll see who the foul is on. No foul called there, just out of bounds. A lot of contact, but no foul. Out of bounds, Lancer ball. Here's Perez on the near side, gets it ahead to Kuhiko. Back to Perez, puts it down, gives it to Pena Diaz, puts it up, no shot, says the ref. No shot on the play. He was fouled on the floor. No free throws coming up. That's the first team foul on Tewksbury here in the first. Vidal looking to get it in. Tenacious defense so far for Tewksbury. Kuhiko. Up fake, puts it up. Great move by Brown Kuhiko. Sells the up fake and puts it in off the backboard. 11-4. The jumper is long from Sullivan. Vidal in transition, trying to push the pace. Perez, nice move to the bucket. Jonathan Perez stopping in the paint. Puts up the floater, gets it to go. 11-6. Here's Maxey, the right-handed dribble. Stolen by Perez. Here's Vidal running the break. What a pass to Kuhiko. He puts it up, puts it in, but he traveled. Basket won't count. Amazing pass from Vidal down to Kuhiko, but the Lancers turn it over. 3:34 left in the first. 11-6, the Redmen lead. Sullivan pops it. Offensive foul away from the ball on Tewksbury. Foul goes on Mason Viets, picks up his first personal. Second team foul here in the quarter. 3:22 left in the quarter. Vidal inside to Kuhiko, now Perez. Perez inside to Vidal. Vidal looking for Rodriguez, deflected out of bounds there by Jonathan Sullivan. And Vidal will inbound again. Intercepted. Tewksbury gets the steal. The pass up ahead is stolen and almost stolen back. Rodriguez had it, and he got fouled by Colin Durkin, number 5 for the Redmen, in off the bench. Rodriguez to inbound, and once again, press coming from Tewksbury. Lancers this time do a good job to beat the press. They get it inside to Anthony Pena Diaz. Has it rejected at the rim, out of bounds. It'll remain Lancer ball as the Tewksbury squad will get Keskanidis back into the game. Vidal to Perez, fakes the shot, puts it down. Tries to kick it, gets it to Rodriguez, can't finish. 2:45 left in the first quarter, 11-6 Tewksbury on top. Keskanidis almost has it stolen. Good defense by Lawrence, but open in the corner from the near side. The three is no good from Grayson Ryder. Out of bounds, last touched by Lombardi. Rodriguez into Joan Vidal. The senior for Lawrence High picks up the dribble, gets it to Anthony Pena-Diaz. Driving with the left hand, he puts it up and in. Off the window with the left hand. 11-8, the Lancers have fought themselves within 3. Lombardi to the far side for Sullivan. No good. Here's Perez in transition. Perez to Rodriguez. Anthony Pena-Diaz with the jumper. From downtown, Anthony Pena-Diaz ties the game at 11. Spin move into the paint. What a move by Sullivan. Gets to the rim and scores. 13-11 the score. Tewksbury on top here in the first. We have a timeout late in the first quarter. Lancers down by 2. Are you a die-hard Lawrence Lancers fan? Then you are in the right place. This is LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. We want to thank you for joining us here, whether it's on Comcast Channel 6, Verizon Channel 41, or on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel to check out previous sports games, theatrical performances, graduations, and so much more. Get in the game with LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers athletics. Tewksbury Memorial High School coming in at number 9 in the state of Massachusetts in the Division II power rankings. Well seated as we head into tournament time. Less than a month away from March Madness. Tewksbury Memorial likely to host a home game in the first round of the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Lancers in Division I needing a win here tonight to stay in the playoff hunt. Here's Kohiko for 3. No good. The rebound collected by Ryder. Now to Maxey. Into the corner, an open 3 for Keskanidis. No good. Nice board by Kohiko. Now Perez up the far side. Pass intended for Anthony Pena-Diaz here in the near side corner. Deflected out of bounds by Tewksbury. The Lancers retain possession. Very quick, fast-paced quarter here. 1:09 to go in the quarter. These teams both playing with pace. Tewksbury bringing a little bit of press. Now it's Vidal with the jumper, and he knocks it down. Joan Vidal ties the game with a swish from the near side, showing that mid-range game. Sullivan to Maxey. Now Ryder picks up the dribble inside. What a cut there by Keskanidis, but he couldn't finish. Now Vidal, 35 seconds left in the quarter. Anthony Pena-Diaz knocks it down from way downtown. Lawrence High takes its first lead of the game. The Lancers trying to upset the Redmen here at home. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off. The Lancers settle back into a 2-3 zone. 9 seconds. Maxey, Keskanidis takes a 3. No good. Rebound loose. 3 seconds left. Perez at the buzzer. Front rims it. He had a good look at that triple from midcourt, but it wasn't to be. The Lancers They go down early, 11-2, but here they are at the end of the first quarter with the lead. Lancers 16, Tewksbury 13. What an exciting first quarter that was. The Lancers fell down early. It was 11-2 in the early going. And here we are starting off this second quarter. The Lancers with a 16-13 lead. And they get a turnover to start things off here in the second. 3-point game. Lawrence High will try to beat the Tewksbury press. It looks like the Redmen actually backing off here. They pressed throughout most of that first quarter. Now they settle back into the half-court defense. It's a man-to-man defense. Rodriguez to the right hand. Kicks it to Perez. Perez has it stolen. Great defense there by Vietz. Corner three is short from Ryder. Lancers get the defensive board. Lawrence with the possession and a three-point lead. Here's Torres. Nice move by Torres. Gets his own rebound, puts it up. Looking for the foul, doesn't get it. Another offensive board, and the Lancers with a fresh shot clock to work with. Rodriguez driving, kicking into the middle. Torres with the little floater in the paint to extend the lead out to 5. Here's the drive from Sullivan, kicks it out, looking for Maxey in the corner, but it's deflected out of bounds. Tewksbury to retain possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second. Nice cut. Keskanidis cuts into the middle, takes the shot, draws the contact. Can't finish the bucket, but he does get to the line. 2 free throws coming up. First team foul on Lawrence here in the second. It is a shooting foul, and Keskanidis misses the first of 2. Gabriel Keskanidis, 1 of 2 from the line. 4-point lead for the Lancers. It's Vidal, the senior, driving into the paint. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Anthony Pena-Diaz. It's APD. Picks up the dribble. Now Rodriguez. 15 to shoot for the Lancers. Vidal. Inside to Torres. He was open. Couldn't handle the pass. In transition, Vidal almost got the steal. It's loose. Perez has it. Good defense by Lawrence High. Here's Rodriguez. Frantic pace throughout this whole first half. Pena-Diaz can't knock down the 3, and the Lancers guilty of the foul there. Mason Vietz ends up on the floor. Foul is on Aiden Torres. Second foul for him. And it's also the second team foul against the Lancers here in the second quarter. Sullivan to Keskanidis. Now Maxey gets the floater to go from the baseline. Nice finish by Maxey from about 10 feet out. Lancers lead by 2. Rodriguez takes it. Can't make it. Rebound grabbed by Torres. Double teamed in the corner. Torres draws the foul. Non-shooting foul. It's on the floor. It is the first team foul on Tewksbury here in the quarter. Foul's going to be on Grayson Ryder. First personal for him as Vidal surveys the court, gets ready to inbound. He finds Torres. Vidal gets it back. Vidal into the corner for Rodriguez. Knocks down the open three. Rodriguez from the corner. He gives Lawrence a 5-point lead. That's a great shot, wide open, Rodriguez. Now he makes a great defensive play. Rodriguez gets into the passing lane, tips that one out of bounds. Tewksbury retains possession though. 24 to shoot for the Redmen. 5-point lead for Lawrence. Sullivan, the floater, no good. Rebound grabbed by Torres. And it's going to be Tewksbury ball. Vidal let that one go. He thought that Sullivan was the last one to touch it. The referee thinks otherwise. And the Redmen have possession here. 5:13 to go in the second. Durkin puts it down. Picks up the dribble, now to the outside. Swung around to Lombardi. Mid-range jumper comes up short. Loose ball. Tewksbury, nice hustle there to keep possession. And it's Mason Viets falling out of bounds, throws it off a Lancer, so it will retain. Tewksbury will retain possession. That's a heads-up play by Mason Viets. Knew he was going out of bounds, so he threw it at a Lancer player. Here's Lombardi, open three. Knocks it down, money shot. Philip Lombardi makes it a 2-point game. Vidal to Torres, trying to answer. He hits a three from the top of the key. Aiden Torres, he's done it all season. That kid's got some range. 24-19. Tewksbury trying to answer back. Sullivan knocks it down from the far side. Bombs away here in Lawrence in the second quarter. Now Vidal. Torres again. Front rims it this time. 2-point game. Tewksbury trying to tie it. All the way to the rack. What a finish by Durkin. A tough angle shot. He ties the game at 24. Perez. Vacher takes it. Can't make it. Rebound is grabbed by Viets. Now Lombardi picks it up to the corner for Maxey. Driving the baseline, and Vacher fouls him. Maxey puts it up, puts it in, and he's got a chance for a 3-point play here with 3:36 to go in the second. Lancers trying to get Kuhiko back into the game here. Jaden Maxey at the line, shooting one, trying to convert the 3-point play. Maxey gets three the old-fashioned way. Tewksbury back on top, 27-24. Here's Vidal. Tewksbury again in man-to-man defense. They've showed some press, but no zone. They get a turnover here. Maxey in transition, stops on a dime. He finds Durkin, can't make the three. Vidal the rebound. Here come the Lancers in transition. Vidal pops it. Off the front rim, Kuhiko, good hustle, but he passes to Sullivan. Durkin can't finish. Offensive board for Tewksbury. Sullivan Can't get the roll. Kuhiko and Vidal team up for the rebound. Here's Perez. He pops it. Can't get it to go. Out of bounds, and the referees want to talk this thing over and say it is Lancer basketball. It was poked out of bounds there by Lombardi. Kuhiko applauding the call after the Lancers talk things over. Vidal gets it into Kuhiko, the up fake. Now Pena Diaz to the left hand, drive, puts it up. He draws the foul, hard contact, and 2 free throws coming up for APD. Durkin in off the bench picks up his 3rd personal, 2nd team foul of the quarter with 2:40 to go. Pena Diaz can't make the first one. He's going to try to make it a 2-point game here on the 2nd free throw. Anthony 1 of 2 from the line. It's 27-25. Tewksbury rushing the ball up the floor. They get it to Maxey. Good defense by Kuhiko to alter the shot angle. Kuhiko fighting for the board. And we'll wait for the call here. Whistles all over the place. No foul on the play. Out of bounds, Tewksbury ball. Sullivan gets it in. 3 ball from the far side, off the mark from Keskanidis. Lancers get the board. They have a chance to tie or take the lead. Kuhiko puts it down, driving against 2 defenders. Brown Kuhiko, what a move in the paint to tie this game. Nice defensive play by Rodriguez to get the steal, and he is fouled instantly. Maxey picks up his 1st personal, 3rd team foul. Rodriguez will inbound in front of the scorer's table with 2:06 left in the 2nd. What a contest we have here tonight between these MVC rivals. Torres, left-handed dribble. Pena Diaz now. Anthony to his right, takes the jumper. Can't get it to go. It rims out the board to Sullivan. 1:45 left in the quarter. Sullivan picks up the dribble. Now Lombardi. Sullivan gets it back. Swung around to Maxey. Sullivan to Maxey again. Maxey driving into the paint, but he throws it away. He was looking for Mason Viets, just out of reach. Timeout. Lawrence called here with 1:24 to go until halftime. We are all tied up, the Lancers and the Redmen at 27. Once again, folks, just to set the context here for you, it's February 4th. The power rankings were updated just this morning. In Division 1, the top 32 teams make it to the playoffs. The Lancers right now on the outside looking in at number 40. A win here tonight would be absolutely massive against this tough Tewksbury squad. Again, Tewksbury's record 11-3. So the Lancers at number 40 in Division 1 could get a good jump and be very close to that top 32 to try to make the playoffs if they're able to get a win here tonight. Meanwhile, Tewksbury in Division 2, they are in the top 10 for Division 2 with their 11-3 record. They are poised to make the playoffs and most likely host a first-round playoff game. But we got a long way to go in this one. Also a long way to go in the season. The Lancers with 2 more games, the Redmen with 3 more games. So a lot can happen as we go down the stretch here in this 2024-2025 basketball season. Back to the action, all tied up here at 27. What a game so far. What a pace to this one as Rodriguez can't hit the three from the near side. Tewksbury trying to take the lead, but the pass is too tall for Jaden Maxey. The Lancers will have possession here with 1:07 left in the second. Lawrence trying to regain the lead. It was all Redmen early in the first quarter, a 9-point lead, an 11-2 start for Tewksbury. They drop into a zone here. 2-3 zone for the Redmen. First time we've seen that. Foul line jumper from Torres is off the mark. Rodriguez tried for the offensive board, but his foot was out of bounds as he touched the ball. Tewksbury has it now with 50 seconds to go. Now the Lancers settle back into a 2-3 zone of their own. Lombardi to Maxey. 25 to shoot. 35 left in the quarter. Lombardi. Maxey. Stolen by Anthony Pena-Diaz. It was poked away by Vidal. Here's Vidal in transition. The left-handed layup is good. The Lancers regain the lead. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off, and Tewksbury can hold for the last shot if they want it. Looks like that's what they're going to do. 10 seconds to go. Lancers up by 2. 7 seconds left in the half. Tipped away by Vidal. A fine defensive play with 4.4 seconds to go until halftime. Vidal makes it just that much harder on Tewksbury. Tewksbury trying to tie or take the lead here right before the half. Sullivan. Lombardi at the buzzer. No good. And the Lancers going for the home upset over Tewksbury will have a 2-point lead as we head to the second half. Folks, thank you so much for joining us here on LPS Media. Your halftime score, Lawrence 29, Tewksbury 27. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back after this short halftime break.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks so much for joining us here on LPS Media. Halftime is over. It is time for the third quarter. Your halftime score, Lancers 29, Tewksbury 27. The Lancers going for the upset here at home. Tewksbury 11-3 this season, number 9 in the state for the D2 power rankings. As the shot by Torres is no good. Kuhiko, the offensive board. Here's Vidal, thought about the shot, gets it to Rodriguez. The long three is good. Out of halftime, Rodriguez knocks down the triple to make it 32-27. What a start to the third quarter for the Lancers. Spin move inside. Lombardi gets the bucket, and he draws the contact. He'll be at the line with a chance for 3. My goodness, the pace of this game here early in the third, but throughout that entire first half, just a frantic, frenetic pace to this game. Both teams switching from man to zone. Both teams bringing press from time to time. As you can see, Tewksbury bringing the press here in the third quarter. Vidal trapped in the corner. He throws it away. And that's good defense by Tewksbury to force the turnover. 32-30 here as the press results in a turnover. Tewksbury trying to convert. Keskanidis with a pass to Maxey. Tough angle, left-handed layup. Jaden Maxey ties the game. 32 all. Early in the third, all tied up. Here's Joan Vidal. Showing off the handles here. Guarded by Sullivan. Puts it up. Puts it in. Joan Vidal with the bucket to put Lawrence back on top. Lombardi for three. In and out. That one was halfway down. Maxey, the offensive board. And the putback is good. Once again, all tied up. 34 apiece here in Lawrence. Vidal to the left hand. Now switching to the right. Pena Diaz. Traveled with it. Tewksbury ball. .605 left in the third. All tied up. Tewksbury possession. To the near side, Lombardi. Now Maxey driving the baseline. Leaves it down for Viets. Out to Lombardi. Lombardi puts it down, puts it up, can't get it in. Second chance effort, no good. The rebound grabbed by Pena Diaz. Here come the Lancers in transition. Anthony Pena Diaz can't finish, but he does draw the foul. Now the only question is, was it a shooting foul or was the foul on the floor? It is Maxey who committed the foul, and Anthony Pena Diaz was in the act of shooting, so he'll be at the line for 2 free throws here with 5:41 left in the third. Lancers regain the lead on the first free throw. Two-point lead for the Lancers as APD makes them both. Maxey has it poked away by Rodriguez. Good defensive play. Derek Rodriguez having a great game for the Lancers off the bench. Number 12 in the white uniform with the blue trim. Three ball from Keskinidis is no good. Anthony Pena Diaz with the rebound. Head full of steam, picks it up, Vidal. Lancers with possession and a 2-point lead. Vidal to the right hand. Rodriguez kicks it to Torres. In and out. Couldn't get the roll. It spirals off the rim. Tewksbury ball, trying to tie it up or take the lead. Here's Maxey driving into the paint. What a layup. Couldn't finish though at the rim. Tough angle with the left hand. Couldn't get it to go. Trapped in the corner, Anthony Pena Diaz is pushed out of bounds by Mason Viets. And Pena Diaz took a spill. Mason Viets. No, it's actually Maxey who's called for the foul. That is the second team foul on Tewksbury here in this third quarter. Lancers with the ball and a 2-point lead here. 4:45 to go here in the third. Vidal gets the pick from Rodriguez. Vidal. Nice bounce pass inside to Torres, and he gets the finish along the baseline. Great vision by Vidal to find Torres underneath. Ensuing possession, Sullivan. Now Lombardi, cross-court pass to Ryder. Good vision. He finds Lombardi for the easy bucket underneath. Excellent pass, and Lombardi did the rest. Timeout is called by Tewksbury with 4:15 to go here in the third. The score, Lancers 38, Redmen 36. Attention, Lawrence Lancer fans, don't miss out on the action. Score a win by subscribing to the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Do it now. We are currently over 7,000 subscribers, so help us out on the march to 10,000. Don't miss out. The channel has over 2 million views since joining YouTube back in 2012. We also broadcast on local cable channels. Don't forget, we're on Comcast Channel 6 and Verizon Channel 41. We are the ultimate source for all things Lawrence Lancers athletics. .4:15 left in the third. 38-36, Lancers on top here. Kuhiko will inbound to Vidal as the Lancers will try to extend this lead. Anyone's game here midway through the third. Tewksbury came in confident, trying to get this road win. The Lancers trying to hold serve here on their home court. Tewksbury in a 2-3 zone. Perez with the spin move. Out to Torres. Gets it back. Swung around to Pena Diaz. Switching to the left hand. Picks up the dribble. Now Perez. Perez, the spin, has it poked away. Tewksbury, good defense. And they force the turnover. Perez pokes it away from behind. Heads up play from the junior. Tewksbury inbounds. Lombardi for three. He can't get it to go off the front rim. The guard, Jonathan Perez, with the long rebound. Pena Diaz thought about the shot. Perez takes it. Can't get it to go. Torres fighting on the offensive glass. And he puts it up and in. A chance for three for Aiden Torres. Cleaning up the garbage on the offensive glass. Torres at the stripe for one. Can't convert the three-point play. It's 40-36 here. Tewksbury stolen by Vidal. Poked away by Perez. Perez gets it. Over to Kuhiko. Baseline J. No good. Rebound goes to Sullivan. Ryder. Now cross court to Durkin, into the near side corner. The three from Lombardi is good, and the senior brings Tewksbury within one. Vidal to Perez. Vidal has it back. He's guarded by Colin Durkin, the junior guard. Perez open for three. No good. Torres, the foul line jumper is good. Aiden Torres again on the offensive glass. Gets the rebound, puts it in, and gets another two. 42-39. Here's the three from Sullivan. Long on the shot. Lancer basketball. 2:17 left in the third quarter. The Lancers have possession and a three-point lead. Vidal, a long three. Back rims it. Lombardi, a nice board. Stolen by Jonathan Perez. Weaving through traffic. Perez passing to the corner, but nobody home. 1:56 left in the third. Tewksbury has the ball. They have a chance to tie it up. They're down by three. Sullivan to Ryder. Lombardi guarded by Rodriguez. Almost stolen by Perez. Lombardi fakes the shot into the paint. Takes it too hard off the glass. Here's Pena Diaz. Now Jonathan Perez. Perez double teamed in the corner. All the way across to Rodriguez. Puts it down. The little jumper from the mid-range is no good. APD with the board. Timeout called by Mike Isola. That's a great timeout, as Tewksbury has a tendency to trap in the corners. They did bring the double team on Pena Diaz, And Coach Isola saves Anthony with a timeout. The Lancers have a chance to talk things over here in the third quarter with the score. Lancers 42, Tewksbury 39. Folks, we want to thank you for tuning in to LPS Media to catch all of the exciting action of Lawrence Lancers athletics. We are so proud to have our Lawrence High student athletes representing our city and school system with their hard work, sportsmanship, effort, and resilience, both in the classroom and here on the court. To experience the passion and the energy of these young student athletes in person, we invite you to attend Lancer events here at Lawrence High School. For a complete schedule of events and information on past results, check out arbiterlive.com. Once again, that's ARBITER live.com. And remember, you can always catch the action right here on the Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. Thank you for being a part of the Lawrence community and supporting our student athletes here at LHS. Lancers with a 3-point lead here late in the third quarter. Pena Diaz has it stolen by Vietz. Tewksbury a chance to tie or come within one. This is Maxey. Maxey gets it back. Lombardi in the corner. Lombardi in the paint, can't get it to go. Front rims it. APD with the rebound. Here's Vidal, the right-hand drive. Foul line jumper is good. Clutch basket by Vidal, stopping on a dime and hitting the jumper from the stripe. Now Maxey takes it. Long on the shot, Vidal the board. Vidal in transition. Almost stolen, it is stolen. Here's Sullivan, running the floor. Puts it up and puts it in. Lancers smart not to foul there. They concede the layup. 3-point game here, 17 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off. The Lancers can hold for the final shot, 10 seconds to go. Here's Vidal. Vidal with 7 seconds. Rodriguez driving the baseline, 4 seconds. Vidal for three, comes up short. Rebound Maxey. And that's going to do it here for the third quarter. After 3 quarters of play, it's a 3-point lead for the home team. Lawrence 44, Tewksbury 41 as we head to the fourth.
Hey guys, it's JC, and here today I'll be talking to you about the flu. The flu, also known as influenza, is a contagious respiratory illness caused by influenza viruses. The flu contains the fever or feeling feverish, chilling, cough, sore throat, runny or stuffy nose, muscle or body aches, headaches, fatigue, tiredness, and some people may have nuts, vomiting, and diarrhea. Though this is more common in children than adults. To avoid catching the flu, we take a flu shot. So hurry and get your flu shot in your nearest hospital.
Hey Lancer fans, we want to thank you for watching this MVC action here on LPS Media. Whether it's on the field, on the court, on the mat, or in the classroom, Lawrence High student athletes and performers give it their all, representing our city with pride, dedication, and sportsmanship. Here at LPS Media, it is our honor to bring you every thrilling moment. But remember, it's not just about the game, it's about building leaders, creating memories, and supporting the next generation. So join us in cheering on the Lancers, whether you're here watching live or catching the highlights on our YouTube channel. Lawrence Lancers Athletics is more than just the sports. It's about community. It's about passion and the pursuit of excellence. Thanks for being part of that journey with us here on LPS Media, your home for Lawrence Lancers Athletics. Fourth quarter just about set to get underway here from Lawrence. What a game it has been. Amazing pace, amazing action. Lawrence High trying for the upset against a Tewksbury team that has won 11 games and lost only 3 this year. They are number 9 in the state of Massachusetts in those D2 power rankings. The Lancers trying to get an upset win here at home on a Tuesday night in the Fieldhouse. What a jump shot by Joan Vidal, fading away from the basket. He knocks down another big J. Left-handed drive. Sullivan couldn't get it to go. The Lancers get the board. Now they need to work it up the court. APD in transition. The left-handed layup is good. 4 consecutive points for the Lancers here to open up the fourth quarter. A dream start to the fourth quarter for Lawrence High. Tewksbury calls timeout here early in the fourth. The Lancers extend their lead. It's 48-41 here in the final quarter. We'll take this opportunity to take a quick look at the road ahead for these two teams later on this season. In fact, just this Friday night, the Lancers will play at Methuen against the Rangers. That's Friday night, February the 7th. And then the Lancers will close out the regular season at North Andover on February 19th. That's a Wednesday night game. That's a rematch from earlier this season. You can check out the Lancers taking on North Andover. We have that broadcast on our Lawrence Public Schools YouTube channel. The Lancers lost to North Andover here at home, 68-56. Also, during the annual Commonwealth Motors Christmas Tournament, the Lancers lost in a close one, 53-51 against the Scarlet Knights. That was all the way back in 2024, Friday, December the 27th. So the Lancers with a final shot at revenge. That will be at North Andover, February 19th. Back to the action. Lancers leading by 7 here in the fourth. Just over 7 minutes to go. Lancers in a zone here, a 2-3 zone. Lombardi thought about the shot. Now he drives. The mid-range is way off. Saved by Vietz. But the Lancers have it. Nice save there by Rodriguez. Now Torres to Pena Diaz. Lays it in once again. The Lancers with 6 straight points to start off the quarter. A 9-point lead here early in the fourth. 3 ball from Sullivan, and he tries to stop the Lancer momentum with a 3-pointer. 6-point lead for the Lancers after the triple from Sullivan. Perez has it blocked, rejected at the rim by Lombardi. Out of bounds, Lancer ball. .6:18 left in the game. Lancers by 3. It's Vidal looking to get it in. Inside, nice cut by Perez. The layup is good. Jonathan Perez cutting to the rim and finishing the job at the bucket. 52-44. Maxey into the lane. Back rims it. Defensive rebound, Lawrence. Vidal. Vidal finding a little space, gets it into Rodriguez, lost the handle. Tewksbury ball out of bounds. 8-point game. Lancers on top. Into the corner for Maxey. The jumper from Sullivan. It's good. Sullivan has done all the scoring so far here for Tewksbury in the fourth quarter. The junior guard, and now a 3-ball from Vidal. Off the back rim, fight for the board. Pena Diaz can't get it to go. Lots of traffic underneath. Tewksbury comes away with it. Sullivan to Maxey. Now into the corner, Keskinidis airballs it. And a foul is going to be called against Tewksbury. Mason Viets picks up his third personal foul, first on the team here in the fourth quarter. Tewksbury bringing press here. The Lancers need to be very careful advancing the ball up the court. They try to trap Vidal in the corner. He escapes the double team. Torres wide open. Front rims it. Gets his own board. Torres to Perez. Jonathan Perez, the junior, kicks it out to Aiden Torres, but Perez traveled with it. Lancers turn it over. Tewksbury ball. 6-point game, 4:44 left here in the fourth quarter. The referee pointing. And now we are all set to go here. Tewksbury gets it into Lombardi. Lombardi looking for Viets. Good defense by Lawrence. Perez gets the steal. Up ahead to Pena Diaz. And he was looking to drive before he got possession. Pena Diaz had his eyes on the rim, but he couldn't handle the pass. Maxey driving into the lane, kicks it out. Keskinidis, 4-3! A massive shot by Gabriel Keskinidis to bring Tewksbury within 3. Now it's Perez. Just about halfway through the fourth quarter. Rodriguez thought about the shot, puts it down, finds Torres. Joan Vidal takes the 3. He knocks it down! Joan Vidal gets 3 right back for the Lancers. 6-point game here in the fourth. Keskinidis a long 3, but he comes up short. Pena Diaz trying to find a teammate. Lombardi is the only one there. He puts in the layup to make it a 4-point game. Into the corner, Rodriguez off the rim. And it's going to be a foul against Lawrence. Foul's going to go on Torres. First team foul. Third personal on Torres. Again, first team foul here in the fourth. For the moment, neither team is in danger of going into the bonus. For the moment, that is. One team foul for each side. Here with 3:19 left in the game. Here's Maxey driving into the lane, goes back to the right hand, can't finish. Foul. Looks like it's going to be a shooting foul. So Tewksbury will get to the line here with 3:14 left in the game. Anthony Pena Diaz committed the foul as Mason Viets was on the way up and in the shooting motion. 4-point game for the moment. Couple of pressure free throws for Mason Viets, and he front rims the first of 2. Trying to make it a 3-point game, and he does. Tewksbury brings pressure. The Lancers need to try to beat this press if they want to win this game. Here's Perez into the corner. It's stolen. Great defense by Sullivan. The press once again results in a turnover. Here's Maxey out to Lombardi. Can't hit the 3. Viets the rebound. Three ball, no good. That was Sullivan. Now it's Maxey as it swiped away. Good defense by Perez to knock it out of bounds. Still Tewksbury ball. Sullivan to inbound. 3-point game here with 2:49 left. Maxey open for three. Off the rim. Torres has it, but he commits a foul. Torres pushed Mason Vietz out of the way in trying to grab that rebound. And so the loose ball foul goes against Aiden Torres. He picks up his fourth. He's in danger here of fouling out. And it looks like he's going to stay in the game. But one more foul on Torres, and he's out of this game. Keskanidis. Three ball goes halfway down. That would have tied the game, but Tewksbury has the offensive board. 2-3 zone for the Lancers. Lombardi driving. Kicks it out to Keskanidis. Now Sullivan into the corner. Lombardi. Lombardi finds a lane, gets to the rim, and finishes. 1-point game. 55-54. 2:10 left in the fourth. Anybody's game here in Lawrence. What a matchup this has been. It's been tight almost the whole way through. Vidal to the rack. What a drive by the senior. 57-54. Nice easy bucket for Vidal. Out to Lombardi. Now Sullivan, Keskanidis. Maxey is open. Long on the shot. Kuhiko was there for a very important rebound, as we're now at 1:38 to go in the game, and Coach Isola, in his first year coaching the Lancers, calls timeout to talk things over. With 1:38 left in the game, the Lancers lead by 3. Now we can take a look at the upcoming schedule for Tewksbury High. On Friday night, that's February the 7th, Tewksbury will travel to Dracut to take on the Middies. Then the Redmen will be at home on Tuesday, February 11th. That is 1 week from tonight. The Tewksbury High School Redmen will host Revere High. And then the final regular season game on the schedule, Tewksbury plays at home against Belmont High. That is on Wednesday, February the 19th. So 3 games left on the schedule for Tewksbury. Anything can happen down the stretch here in this regular season, but in this moment, at this very moment, the Tewksbury Redmen, number 9 in the state for D2. Lawrence, number 40 in the state for D1. The top 32 teams make it into the playoffs for both D1 and D2. Here's Torres. Back to Vidal. The Lancers going to take their time here and run a set. Vidal gets the pick from Torres. Torres rolls. It's Rodriguez back to Vidal. 12 to shoot. 10 to shoot now. Anthony Pena-Diaz working on Maxey. Pena-Diaz, what a move into the paint. Traveling violation. Tewksbury ball. The Redmen have a chance to tie with a 3, or they can come within 1 with a 2-point bucket. It's 57-54, Lancers on top. Lancers in a 2-3 zone here. They need a stop. Into the corner. Back out to Maxey. Keskanidis, 20 to shoot. Final minute of the game. Sullivan guarded by Kuhiko. 13 to shoot. Into the corner, Keskanidis, now Sullivan, back to Keskanidis, he's open, he knocks down a massive 3. tie game here with 46.8 seconds remaining. Lawrence High retreating back into a 2-3 zone, and the objective was clear for Tewksbury, passing around the perimeter to get the sharpshooter Gabriel Keskinidis open. They demonstrated patience on that possession, repeatedly passing around the three-point perimeter, and Keskinidis, with just the slightest opening here from the near side, converts on the three to tie things up at 57 each. So here in the final minute of the game, Lawrence High will have possession. They have a fresh 35-second shot clock to work with. They can use all of it if they want, or they could go for the 2-for-1 special and try to get 2 guaranteed possessions here as we go down the home stretch. 46.8 seconds remaining. So the Lancers with 2 options here. They can go for the good old-fashioned 2-for-1 special, meaning they can try for a quick shot attempt to ensure themselves another possession here in the game, or they can take their time, use the full 35 to try to get a quality shot. A couple of good options here for Lawrence High. Tewksbury backs off into a 2-3 zone, no pressure. The Lancers are not going for the 2-for-1. So in theory, this could be the final possession for the Lancers. 20 to shoot. Vidal for Rodriguez. Front rims it. Rebound loose. No foul called. Loose ball. Referees talking things over. It was out of bounds. The referees trying to see who poked it out of bounds. Tense moments here. It's going to be a jump ball. The referees literally can't make the call. And the Tewksbury head coach, Steve Boudreau, is furious. He is furious over on the sideline. The referees literally deciding they can't make the call, so they say jump ball as it was poked out of bounds in front of the Lancer bench. The possession arrow favors Lawrence, and so the Lancers essentially gifted a possession here after it was poked out of bounds. The referees saying jump ball, and it will go to Lawrence. And now the referees over at the scorer's table talking things over, likely just checking to see exactly how much time should be left on the clock. .9 seconds remaining here in the game, all tied up at 57. And the Lancers call timeout to talk things over. They can hold it for the final shot, or are they checking the shot clock? We'll check and see after this timeout if the shot clock will reset, as it was out of bounds with 14 on the shot clock for Lawrence High, and it looks like the shot clock will not be reset. That's a very important detail. And that means that Tewksbury, regardless of what happens on this possession, Tewksbury will get another possession here in this fourth quarter. Folks, what a night to watch some basketball. This is turning into an instant classic. The Redmen and the Lancers. Tewksbury 11-3, Lawrence High 5-12. The Lancers trying to pull off the home upset against Tewksbury, ranked at number 9 in the state for D2. Here is the situation. Lancer basketball. 24.9 seconds left in this tie game. Lawrence High has 14 seconds on the shot clock. So once again, 24.9 seconds left in the game, as you can see on the scoreboard, but the Lancers have only 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Here we go. Rodriguez looking, gets it into Torres. It's stolen by Tewksbury. The Redmen have a chance to win it, and Tewksbury calls timeout with 19.5 seconds remaining in the game. A massive steal. What a moment here in the final minute. Tewksbury gets the steal, and head coach Steve Boudreau calls an immediate timeout. And Tewksbury has just over 19 seconds to run a play. We're all tied up at 57. Tewksbury has the option of holding on for the final shot. Lawrence High also has the option of fouling here. Tewksbury would not be in the bonus. The Lancers have one foul to give. So the Lancers can wait until there are under 10 seconds to go, ideally even less, maybe 6 or 7 seconds left in the game, and the Lancers will possibly try to commit a foul and force Tewksbury to inbound the ball once again. That could be the move. So here we go. 19.5 seconds left in the game. The Lancers will bring press. They have one foul to give. The shot clock is off. Tewksbury and Lawrence all tied up at 57. This is Sullivan working on Pena Diaz, going for the steal. It's a loose ball. And it's a jump ball, and that means that Tewksbury will have possession. The Lancers got the last jump ball, and so Tewksbury will have this jump ball. Redmen basketball with 10.7 left in the game. Now, once again, remember, the Lancers have one foul to give. And so they can force Tewksbury to inbound the ball once again if they foul. It's Lombardi set to inbound. Tewksbury trying to take the lead in the final 10 seconds. The Lancers one foul to give. Sullivan. And he was out of bounds! Cascanitas was out of bounds! His foot went over the line! Lancer ball with 8.3 seconds left! Lawrence High with a chance to get a dramatic upset victory in the final 8.3 seconds of this game. Tewksbury turns it over, a disastrous possession for the Redmen, and the Lancers have a chance to beat the buzzer and escape with a win. Shot clock is turned off, and the Lancers have just over 8 seconds to go. One important detail as we await the Lancer possession, Tewksbury has fouls to give. So just as I talked about in the last possession, Tewksbury can try to let Lawrence burn a few seconds and then commit an intentional foul, which would force Lawrence High to inbound the ball once again. Possibly a dangerous move, because if it's in the act of shooting, the Lancers could win the game at the free throw line. Here we go, 8.3 seconds left. Rodriguez to Vidal, 5 seconds. Vidal driving into the lane. He throws it away! Tewksbury ball, 1.6 seconds left in the game. The Lancers still have a foul to give. They get it into Sullivan, a good open look off the backboard. We're going to overtime. Take a deep breath, folks. The Lancers and the Redmen are heading into overtime. Zeros on the clock, all tied up at 57. We'll put 4 minutes on the scoreboard. At the end of regulation, we will have an overtime period to decide a winner.
Oh my God, a car is going towards me!
Make sure you look both ways before crossing the street and do not use your phone. Now that you see this clip, it's a great example of how to cross the street safely.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in to LPS Media's coverage of the Merrimack Valley Conference. This game you're watching today is a product of the efforts of student athletes, parents, coaches, officials, teachers, guidance counselors, alumni, custodians, school security, and so many more important people. So thank you to all members of the community for making events such as these possible. Your help supports these students as they grow both on the court and in the classroom, and we appreciate it. It is a pleasure and a privilege for us here at LPS Media to document these efforts. Here we go, overtime set to get underway. Tewksbury controls the tip-off. 57-57. This is Sullivan, guarded by Pena Diaz. Sullivan puts up a wild shot, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Here's Maxey driving, kicking. Lombardi to Sullivan, swung around to Maxey. Kuhiko was there defensively. Kuhiko, no shot on the play. The foul goes against Kuhiko for the push. Second personal for Kuhiko. By the way, Aiden Torres of the Lancers playing with 4 fouls. He cannot commit another foul. And another foul called on Lawrence, and that's going to put Tewksbury into the bonus. Joan Vidal picks up his first personal, 5th on the team, as fouls from the 4th quarter. They transfer over into overtime, so that puts Tewksbury into the bonus. First free throw is good. Lombardi makes 1 of 2. It's a 1-point lead for Tewksbury. The Lancers trying to regain the lead here on this possession. 3:27 left in overtime. Torres sets the pick. Torres draws the foul. The shot doesn't go, but Aiden Torres gets himself to the line. 2 free throws coming up on the shooting foul. Mason Viets picks up his 4th. So he's also now in danger of fouling out of the game. 1 more foul, and Mason Viets will be out. Torres trying to tie it. He does. All tied up at 58, and now Lancers will try to take the lead on this free throw. Lancers lead by 1. Torres gives the home team the lead here in overtime, all the way to the rim, and a foul on the way in. Fouls on Anthony Pena Diaz for the push. Doesn't matter if it's a shooting foul or if it was on the floor, because the Lancers have now committed 6 team fouls in the 4th quarter and overtime. So Tewksbury in the bonus, they have a chance to take the lead from the free throw line. Sullivan ties it at 59. Sullivan makes one of two. Rodriguez, a massive rebound there. Here's Vidal. The Lancers try to break the tie. 3:06 left in overtime. Torres thought about it. Torres to Rodriguez, driving. Puts it up, a wild shot, but he draws the foul. Gutsy drive there by Rodriguez. Drawing the contact, putting up a wild shot. But he knew he had the contact over the back, so he'll be at the line with a chance to break the tie. First free throw bricks out, still tied at 59. Just under 3 minutes to go in OT. Rodriguez still with a chance to break the tie. (60-59), Lawrence High on top. Tewksbury trying to take the lead on this possession. Keskanidis driving. Kuhiko pokes it away. Keskanidis gets it back. Nice defense there as Torres gets his leg into the passing lane. And the pass by Durkin deflected out of bounds. Remains Tewksbury ball. 2:48 left in overtime. Lancers by 1. Lombardi gets fouled by Vidal. Lancers frustrated with the call. They think that's a ticky-tack foul. Joan Vidal picks up his second, and again, the Tewksbury Redmen are in the bonus, so 2 free throws coming up. Lombardi ties it from the line now with a chance to give Tewksbury a 1-point lead. .247 left in overtime. The home crowd making noise, and Lombardi, ice water from the line, gives Tewksbury the lead. Pena Diaz puts it up. He traveled. Tewksbury ball. Redmen with the ball and a 1-point lead. Now Tewksbury with a chance to extend their lead with 2:40 left in overtime. Pena Diaz makes up for the foul, and Pena Diaz gets grabbed by Jonathan Sullivan, and Pena Diaz is in pain. And Jonathan Sullivan had the ball poked away. It was a great steal by Anthony Pena Diaz, but then Sullivan just grabbing at the lower body. It looks like it's going to be a common foul. The Lancers looking for maybe a technical or even a clear path foul, but Pena Diaz is in pain. He's cramped up. He's in some agony here. With 2:38 to go in overtime, it'll be Lancer ball, but one of their best playmakers could be out of the game. Amos Vacher comes into the ball game for Anthony Pena Diaz. He's joined by Torres, Kuhiko, Rodriguez, and Vidal. Lancers down by 1, fresh 35. Vidal, right-handed drive. Vidal pulls up, takes the jumper off the mark. Tewksbury the rebound. Maxey in transition. Lancers settle into a 2-3 zone. Maxey gets it back. Maxey, the left-handed drive, gets into the paint, covered by Brown Kuhiko. Now Vidal guarding against Lombardi, almost stolen by Lawrence. Sullivan, no call either way. Could have been offensive, could have been defensive. And Sullivan hits the deck, but not before giving Tewksbury a 3-point lead. Anthony Pena Diaz is trying to check back into the ball game. Pena Diaz comes in Amos Vicher comes out. Pena Diaz is good to go. Less than 2 minutes to go here in overtime. The Lancers are down by 3. Vidal to the right hand. Vidal inside. The pass was too tall for Kuhiko. It goes off the backboard and Tewksbury has it. 1:38 left in the game. Tewksbury, it was poked away. The Lancers thought they had a steal, but it was a foul on the steal attempt. Rodriguez trying to get the steal from behind, but he hits Sullivan on the arm. Puts Sullivan at the line. Two big free throws. Sullivan trying to make it a 2-possession game. Not just yet. He needs one free throw here to make it a 4-point game, which is a 2-possession game. And that would put the Lancers under considerable pressure. Big free throw here. He knocks it down, and it's a 4-point game. The Lancers 2 possessions down. They need to hurry. Pena Diaz gets fouled on his way in. Gets up a little gingerly, but Anthony Pena Diaz looks good to go. And now the Lancers are into the bonus, as that is the 5th team foul on Tewksbury. And Pena Diaz, big moment here from the line for Lawrence High. The Lancers down by 4 here in OT. First free throw is good. (64-61) with 90 seconds left in the game. Now a 1-possession game. Pena Diaz trying to help inch the Lancers closer. Follows his shot. Pena Diaz gets the offensive rebound. The Lancers with a chance to tie here if they can hit a 3. They can also come within 1. Pena Diaz to the rack. Can't finish. Kuhiko, the offensive board, puts it up. Poked out. Vidal for 3. Way off. Pena Diaz tries to chase it down. It's going to be Tewksbury ball. The Lancers scrambling for a good shot after getting that offensive rebound following the missed free throw by Pena Diaz. Vidal got a good look. It was a long 3, but he was off the mark. Tewksbury trying to ice it here. Sullivan over to the far side. Durkin makes a move to the rim. Gets the layup, draws the foul. He'll be at the line with a chance for a 3-point play. And could that be the dagger for Tewksbury? Durkin, phenomenal baseline drive. Good touch at the rim to get the finish. Makes it a 5-point game. The free throw rims out. The Lancers 2 possessions down, under a minute to go. Out of bounds, Tewksbury ball. It was poked away by a Redmen defender and then off the shoulder of Rodriguez, out of bounds. 55.3 seconds left in the game. The Lancers need a stop or a steal. Tewksbury with a fresh 35. They'll likely be trying to take their time here. Lancers desperately need a stop. Good ball movement here from Tewksbury. Almost stolen. And Tewksbury calls timeout here with 18 on the shot clock and 37.9 seconds remaining here in overtime. Folks, did you know that Lawrence Public Schools is an urban school district serving over 13,000 students in 38 public schools? That's right. And since joining YouTube in 2012, our YouTube channel has racked up over 2 million views on over 2,000 videos. So whether you're a diehard fan or looking to relive the glory days, make sure to tune in to LPS Media. Thank you for spending your time with us here tonight. It's a pleasure and a privilege to serve the amazing city of Lawrence. Here's Lombardi, gets the inbound pass into Durkin. 35 seconds left in the game. Tewksbury leading here in overtime. The Lancers get a much-needed steal. Pena Diaz to the rack. He can't finish. Rebound goes to Tewksbury. And now the Lancers have to foul. They have no other choice. 66-61. Tewksbury will be at the line with a chance to extend the lead. Derek Rodriguez picks up his 4th personal foul. And the Lancers and the Redmen both in the bonus here. First free throw is good. It's a 6-point game now. One free throw here should ice it. And it is a 7-point game. Tewksbury, in all likelihood, will get the win here against Lawrence High. What a fight, what an effort from the Lancers. They hang for 4 quarters and throughout overtime, but they come up just short as Vidal misses on the 3. Loose ball is grabbed by Lombardi, and it's out to Maxey, and a foul from behind. Tewksbury will improve to 12-3 on the season. Here's Maxey at the line, 68-61 the score. First free throw, no good. 8.2 seconds left in the game. The Lancers will fall to 5-13. They came into tonight's game winning 2 out of their last 3. They hang with the Redmen, the mighty, mighty Redmen. They come up just short in overtime here as Anthony Pena Diaz banks home a 3. Time runs out, and Tewksbury wins it by 5. The final score, Tewksbury 69, Lawrence 64 here in overtime from Lawrence. Folks, thanks for joining us. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with some post-game coverage.
What's up, Gators? Here's a friendly reminder for you all. Remember to wear your coats for the winter season. We wouldn't want to catch a cold now. We need to keep our school as healthy as possible. Germs are everywhere and someone is bound to get sick. So don't forget to wear a coat. Gators out. We all know you can't get a cold by getting cold, but still, wear a jacket.
Welcome back, Lancer fans. Thanks for joining us here on LPS Media. The Lancers fall in overtime to the Tewksbury Redmen. First of all, I'm joined by Anthony Pena Diaz of the Lawrence High Lancers. You hit that buzzer-beating 3 at the end of the game, but it just wasn't enough. Tell us about your game tonight. Coach said you played hard.
Thank you, God, for tenerme aquí. Le doy gracias a Dios por tenerme aquí. La verdad que jugamos muy bien, jugamos duro, tuvimos overtime y eso, para la próxima será.
What went well for your team overall as a unit, as a squad? You guys hung with a really tough Tewksbury squad for 4 quarters and overtime. What did you all do well tonight?
We're trying to get better at practice, so we go back to practice and trying to get better. That's it.
Friday night at Methuen. What do you guys know about the Methuen Rangers? How do you feel about going on the road to play them here late in the season?
We need to win, so tenemos que hacer más química en la práctica, entonces tenemos más que enfocarnos y tener más conexión en la cancha.
And last question for you, Anthony. Here late in the season, think about it for a second. What is your favorite moment of this whole season so far? Tu momento favorito?
Play with my teammate. When the fans come here to supporting us, that's That's crazy. I love that.
Folks, we want to thank Anthony Pena Diaz, a.k.a. Ant, a.k.a. APD, for joining us here on the postgame show. The Lancers fall just short in an epic matchup, an instant classic between Tewksbury and Lawrence High here in overtime. Viewers, thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.